Robert says the P&L swing yesterday was massive. It was in the account. It was quite large. It obviously depends on probably a few different aspects for you, what account you were trading and stuff like that. But yeah, long-term account P&L was really crazy. Can't deny that at all. So let me get the screen share turned on. Here we go. And same thing as yesterday, we're going to go through and kind of review, right? We're going to draw our lines. We're going to talk through everything. Today, I would assume most stocks are going to have an inside day. Now, what's interesting is we are gapping down as we figured we would on a rally like that. Anytime you get a candle and a hammer of that magnitude, at the end of the day, I always buy puts. Just letting you guys know. That was, I think the stat was like that was the third biggest move of all time. Something like that. Let me see if I can pull up that stat. S&P closes green after 4% down at intraday lows. Dating back to 1928, 4% lows to green close only happened 2 times before, both of them occurring in October of 2008. So really interesting volatility. So that type of volatility, I mean, when you get a move that massive, like anyway, I bought some puts at the end of the day. What I'm getting at, and it's gonna be kind of cool to see what happens. The good news is with this gap down, if we pull up our PDF, let's pull up our PDF really quick of our rules. So here's our conditions. First 20 minutes, did the stock have a bear candle gapping above open or a bull candle gapping below open? We're going to get some of those today. Bull candles gapping below open. That probably will happen. If that happens, we are allowed to trade it in the first 20 minutes. All right, just an FYI. Russ says, who or what caused that noon reversal? Honestly, man, I think it was just short covering. It was shorts taking profit, and it was longs who thought the market was down enough, and they wanted to buy the dip. It was very, yes, it was large for sure, but we were down so much. It's kind of needed to happen a little bit. So Tesla, we'll see if it opens at past the open of yesterday. I'll go ahead and draw the high and low of yesterday, and we'll see what it does. We're going to have some inside candles today. And as much as you guys might not want me to say this, being patient today will be what I'm looking for. I'm going to be more patient than not patient. And that really played out great yesterday. One thing we will do a lot today is review some of the trade opportunities from yesterday, because there were many. There were many trading opportunities yesterday. And again, if you didn't catch them all, no one does. No one caught all of them. It's impossible. But if you caught 2 or 3, fantastic. So let's just go look at our Tesla trade that we did take yesterday. And we were able to get out for either a very, very, very small profit or a very, very, very small loss. It just kind of depends on your speed, essentially, and if you were there for it. So we played this bull candle breakout above the bear candles that were closing above the 10. And we exited at the close of this candle because it did not make a new high. So we got in at about 885 and we got out at about 891-ish, something like that. You guys will remember when I got into that trade, right? It just did not make a new high. And I knew the overall market, right, was bearish. Overall trend was bearish. Overall gap was bearish, all that thing. So it was fighting a really big battle. Ozzy made $3.62 of profit. Hey, honestly, that's perfect, man. That's great. That's not bad. Right? So 100% return on the free week, said Matt DeLong. Exactly. Exactly. So if you had taken that trade, right, wonderful. Then here's what's really intriguing. Type a 7 into the chat pane if you see After that, a bull candle closing below the 10 EMA. All right, we just got 1-7 so far. So I'll point it out for you. So here's the bull candle right there. So there's the bull candle. And one thing that Matt DeLong loves, he's been practicing this strategy as well, is the bull candle interacting with the 10 EMA, which was right there. So both of those would have worked well. And I did set up a trade. I played this with puts on Tesla. Entry there and stop loss up here somewhere. And rode that down and exited those puts down here for a little bit of a gain. Andrew said a lot of compression there as well. Yes, absolutely. Love that compression. I'm glad that you pointed that out as well. So type of 2, if you understand that compression, if you can kind of see it. Yeah, so we traded sideways, right? We were the moving averages was pushing it down, whatever price was at this, it was that compression, right? So then when it really dropped, that was a nice little breakdown. So I made an R or 2 on this breakdown and exit near the lows. And then again, this sounds like I'm special, but I'm really not. There's nothing special about this. It just worked out really well. Okay, yesterday. Type a 9 into the chat, man, if you can clearly see that this is a bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. Right? So you had one small win here for the bulls. You had a relatively okay bear win over here. I mean, I think anyone could have made money on that bear move if you like making money. And then this bull move was very obvious. Bear candle closing above. Everyone's typing in 9. You should be able to see like a version of a double bottom. So entry here, stop loss here, exit up there for another R and some change. And that's essentially what Craig Levine did. Craig Levine made about 5 R's on Tesla yesterday. So give it up for Craig Levine. 5 R's, man, that's life-changing money, especially in one day. Really, really good stuff. So, but this is just following that strategy. And could you have done it again later in the day? And the answer is yeah. Right? If you took this trade, you would have gotten trapped. So you would have lost a little bit on that bear candle. If you had taken these bull candles, you probably won very small. And if you took this bear candle, you won quite large. So it kind of depends. So Tesla on our list for today. There was a lot of opportunities, and I think that was a really, really fun approach yesterday. So we'll see how Tesla holds. I got all the lines drawn, 100 on the daily, 200 on, 10 EMA, 50 EMA, 200. I don't expect us to get down there today. I really don't think we take out the low of this hammer today. We shouldn't. If we do, God help us. And we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what's going on, and we'll see what we're going to do. Justin says, hey, Jerry, I miss your voice. What's up, dude? How's the pawn shop, bro? You still slinging it? Enjoying it? Having fun? Rob says 5 trades on one stock in one day feels like overtrading. It's just all about the plan, man. It's all about the plan. Because essentially, the plan comes down to profit. If you can make a small win on your first trade, right? So you make a win on your first trade. Let's say you win 0.7 R's, right? Nothing special, whatever. Take a second trade, and at some point on that trade, it goes up 0.4, and you're like, you know what? Let me just take it. So boom, you take 0.4. Now you're up 1.1 on the day. Well, even if you take a trade and lose a full R, you're still profitable for the day. There's essentially no way to lose on the day at this point. So if you take one more trade and it works out, let's say you just take half an R of a win, now you're up 1.6. You're like, wow, now I definitely, like, there's zero chance I can lose on the day. In fact, I could probably take another trade. My average loss, I'll still win nicely. So if you take another one, and let's say you lose on that trade, all right, so it's a losing trade, but you lose 0.7. I mean, now you're up still 0.9 R's on the day. That's not bad. And if you take one more trade and you win on it, you get into that trade and you win very small, and let's say you win 0.3 hours. I mean, that's 1.4 hours on the day. It's not bad. So it can depend, man. Just depends on the approach and the capital and the time. I think when you're trading from a massive loss and you're trying to really battle back, then yeah, it can be over trading. But just depends, man. Like if there's really, really good volatility, if you have great gaps, a good gap on a Monday should change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Write that down. A good gap on a Monday should change your life. Why a Monday? Because that's a new week and a new day. So you have new weekly candles, you have new daily candles, you're gapping on weeklies, you're gapping on dailies. So you're doing all of that kind of good stuff all at once, which is wonderful. Yeah, so today, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. All right, that's our analysis on Tesla. AMD, look at the bounce off the 200 simple on AMD. Holy Moses. Look at this. Paul, ask me in about an hour about crypto, and I'll be happy to look at it. So here's a 3-minute chart on AMD. We have a channel dedicated to just AMD at Real Life Trading. It's called AMD is my ATM. And we have that because so many people focus on just AMD because it's really volatile. It moves well, has great liquidity. This is that channel right here. AMD is my ATM. So check out this trade that my boy Aaron Treadwell. I love this guy, by the way. I don't know if you're here right now, Aaron, but if you are, I love you so much. This is such a great human being. Great man. Look at this trade on AMD. So you guys see the bull candle that he played? You guys see it? Bull candle closed below the moving average, shorted below there. Stop was above the moving averages, and just exit at that new low for 1.2. How beautiful. Such a pretty S curve. Look at this S curve right there. Ooh, so nice. Remember, most noobs are shorting here. Aaron was already getting out there. So that's a great trade. Great trade. That was just yesterday too. That was this rollover right here. Very, very pretty. So anyway, it came down into the 200. Here was the 200. This purple line. Purple line's right here. And let's just, again, for learning purposes, this is the free week. There are hundreds of people here right now. We're all learning together. Type a 17 into the chat pane if you can clearly see your bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. All right, getting tons of 17s. So since we were bouncing off the 200 on the daily, could you have entered here, stop loss down here, really, really nice risk, and you could have sold up here for really clean 1+ R later in the afternoon, which is a big win. Now, most of you might have known, or Falco might have talked about it, but Dan Jansen played pretty much the bottom of Roblox. So DJ Dan in the beginner room got in Roblox here, stop loss here, and sold that bad boy right there. Look at that trade. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Pro level. Look at this compression right here. Oh my goodness. So really, really good stuff. So since we're on Roblox, let's just draw our lines. So Roblox is gapping down. It's not gapping down below the low of the day. It's not gapping down above the open yet, or below the open. So we might have to wait. All right. So the low of the day from yesterday was 60.58, which is essentially where Dan Jansen bought it. I had a trader, Bob. I think he said he had an order at 60.58 to buy some shares. All right. So there's the high and low of the day. And that's really it. There's no moving averages in the way. Obviously, Roblox is at a very good support, but I think everyone knows exactly what's going to happen on Roblox if we close below this candle in the next few days. All right. So back over to AMD. Same thing. We got moving averages all over the place. So we got the 200 on the daily. We got the 50. And what's this random purple line here? At 115. What is this line doing? Monthly. I think it's a monthly moving average. Yep. Okay. Let me label that. Monthly 10 EMA. Again, I usually don't care about monthly charts. We're normally not right on top of them for a day trade, but right now we are. Weekly, we got the weekly 50 right here. Weekly 50 EMA. And this is the daily 200. So all kinds of support here for AMD. So at these levels, you're most likely looking for longs as it comes down here. And again, heaven forbid we take out that candle on AMD. All right, Nvidia. So NVDA, again, had to bounce off the 200 simple. Very, very nice move. It happened much later in the day, obviously. This stock is gapping down really strongly today. It's about to take out the open, or at least it's very close to taking out the open. Low is 208.88. 208.88. And the high is 233.80. So keep in mind, team, I'm very flexible today. I can be a very strong bear and I can be a very strong bull. I could be both. I could be both, but right now, this gap down on the market is not bullish. It's really not. We are taking out almost the open of yesterday already overnight. Again, I did buy puts at close of day yesterday. Obviously not nearly as much as I should have, but that's always the case, right? You can always say that a million times. Oh, I should have bought more. I also sold some of my calls yesterday at the close of yesterday. Not all of them, but a decent portion. Steven says we probably get an inside day today. Yeah, I think so. I think that's likely. But Nvidia can bounce off the 200. We can play it that way. It's going to be super interesting to see what happens. Apple, this is one of our other stocks that we're trading on a very frequent basis, aka every day. I'll definitely look at GE for you guys in just a second. So the high of the day is 162.30. Wow, how interesting. So check this out, guys. The high of yesterday was the exact same low as the prior day. Super interesting. Anyway, small little random fact about Apple. So I come over here. Settings, low of the day, 154.70. There we go. This is the 100 on the daily. 100 SMA on daily. Got it. All right, that's Apple. And then Delta Airlines was the other one. Delta Airlines, we did have a few individuals make some decent money on Delta yesterday. I was not one of them. I didn't make any money on Delta. But Delta had some really good setups. So we talked about this one early in the morning, right? If you guys watched the recording from yesterday. So some people played this breakdown, entry here, stop there, exit for a small gain. Some individuals played this bear candle here, the stop down there, got out for a small loss, most likely, or you lost an R, in which case, all good, great try. And then really there was no other setup that I can see. You might have played this one, that bull candle, entry there, stop probably, I would assume right here. And that one would have worked for 1.2 Rs. And then the only other one that's there is this guy. Entry there, stop there. That would have worked for 1.2. But pretty much anything long later in the day yesterday would have worked out. Delta did trade into the 100 SMA on the weekly. This is actually one of the stronger gaps today because it is not gapping down as low. This one's not gapping down as low. So this one could take out the high of day, which means we'll just have to wait 20 minutes. So on some of these gaps, it seems to me like we're probably just going to have to wait 20 minutes rather than a full hour to trade them. But remember, it's all about the plan anyway. Just have some rules. Just because you have a plan, just because you have a playbook, it goes without saying, you're not going to win every day. You're not going to win every trade. You're going to have losses. Sven says, do you always aim at 1.2 hours to get out for this strategy? That is correct. All right. So some other gaps that you guys are looking at. GE is getting just swashbuckled. So General Electric is gapping down, taking out all of those buyers. Poor GE. I've never been a fan of this one. They had a big reverse split. The big thing you're going to look at is these long-term averages. That's a legitimate target. Let me put down the list for tomorrow in the afternoon swing trading room to see if we get a chance to maybe swing trade that guy. But yeah, it looks a little bit on the weak side. Aaron, yeah, bro, you know it. Love you, dude. Harold says the gap due to revenue falling. Yep, makes sense. Hunter says, why would you not look at this as a day trade? It's a great question, Hunter. You absolutely can, my friend. If you want to trade this one, go absolutely smash it. I'm quite confident you'll crush it. We are trading only 6 stocks for all of 2022. That is my strategy that I'm doing. Team trading. That's what we're doing. We're having a very specific plan, very specific focus. If you guys need this, let me know. We can show you where to get it. We will provide it totally complimentary because we love you guys. All right. Ticker symbol. Oh my. Realty Income. I do like this REIT. This is one of my favorite REITs to trade. And Realty Income, it's gapping down, but nothing special. It looks like everything else in the market. So everyone's saying, I need that PDF. Let me show you where to get it. So everyone go open up reallifetrading.com, please, and I'll show you precisely where to get that PDF. Totally complimentary on me. Thank you, Tracy, for making it. So go to reallifetrading.com. If you guys can open that up really quick, please. reallifetrading.com. This is the free week. This is where you're at. You're already here, enjoying it. But make sure you get some friends to sign up. If you have any friends that want to trade, get them in here. All right. Now, once you've made it to reallifetrading.com, click on My Accounts. Log in with your email and password. Bang. And then once you're logged in, this is your dashboard. It'll probably have your name rather than mine. If it does have my name, you're lucky. You won a prize. If my name is on your dashboard, you have won a prize. Secondly, if you scroll down, there's something that says free resources. We got all kinds of stuff up in here, but 10 EMA strategy. Here is your PDF right there. What do you guys think about that? Type in a 6 if that is cool. Totally complimentary. It is yours. Print it out. Put it on your wall. I'm using this for 2022, and I'm going to make 100 R's this year. Come at me, bro. We're going to make 100 R's with this strategy this year. Meta says, what's the expiration on the puts that you bought? I bought March puts yesterday at the high. At the close of the day, I bought March puts. Dan says you're going to do 100 R's by the end of January. No, dude. It's possible. It's possible, but I doubt it. Ozzy says, is it a very common strategy in the industry? No, not really. All right. So anyway, that's how you guys can get your 10 EMA strategy. Stafford says, I'm new. I like this strategy. Awesome. Can you please back trade the 10 EMA to the downside? So Stafford, I can do that later today. I did that earlier this morning on Tesla already. So you might have come after we did that this morning. That was probably about 15 minutes ago. But I did record that for you, so you're welcome to check it out. Otherwise, I'm 99% confident you will get an opportunity to do that again today. Yeah, bro. Can I look at SRA for giggles? Sierra Oncology, 55% gap. That seems normal. It's probably a buyout, but if it's not, could this thing get squeezed out? Absolutely. Tons of shorts, a lot of people trapped. It probably opens and probably fails, but I love gaps and I love momentum. So I will absolutely put that on the afternoon swing trading list for today. And we'll see if I can get a trade on it a little bit later. Great gap though. Try to look for it buying the dip bullish opportunity. No question. But check the news wires, make sure it's not a buyout and you're not just buying something that's not going to go up anyway. All right. Jan, since everything might go bullish today, would it be advisable to buy VIX puts? No, I wouldn't buy VIX puts. Nope. Would not do that one. All right, you guys are ready? Market opens in 40 seconds. And I will be most likely trading these stocks. I'm just gonna have to see how they open. If none of our stocks open below the open of yesterday, all right, we have to wait. If we get something that opens below the open of yesterday, we can trade it in the first 20 minutes. Otherwise, kind of wait. All right. So here we go. Market opens now. All right. So Tesla didn't quite open below the open, which is fine. Roblox, no real prints yet at all. AMD did. So AMD did open below. So we are able to trade AMD in the first 20 minutes. So we can trade it today. And we can trade it as soon as we get a trade set up on it. Wow, Roblox is not printing anything. Nvidia did not quite get there yet. Apple did open below the open, so we can trade Apple in the first 20 minutes. Delta did not. Hughes again is gapping down a little bit. And SPY gapping down just a little bit. Okay. Interesting to see what we get out there. Should be a lot of fun. Sophie opened lower. This was a swing trade that we had. I'm absolutely going to set up a short on this one for a swing trade if we take out these buying candles. Will says IBM short on a possible bounce. Your thoughts? I wouldn't short it. It opened above the high of yesterday, so I would look for a long. Will probably off of 127.81. All right, so AMD, we are allowed to trade this in the first few minutes of the day. So we're just kind of waiting for a bear candle and waiting for our setup. We'll see if we get it. Remember, it has to be above or below both time frames. So we're going to wait on that one for a second. Apple, kind of the same thing. We'll be able to wait on that one just a bit and see what we get. All right. Keeping an eye on stuff. Yeah, totally. Just we'll see what we get out there. Nothing too wild, nothing too insane. Brody says, why are you able to trade in the first 20 minutes? Let's look at the PDF. All right. Going into rules. First 20 minutes. Did the stock have a bear candle gapping above open or, ready, Brody? Bull candle gapping below open. Bang. That's it. Conditions, rule number 3. So you did have 2 stocks that opened below the open of yesterday, aka AMD and Apple. All right, Roblox finally printed. Does that make sense, Brody? Brosifus Stalin. All right, so Roblox did gap down, but it did not open below the low. So we're going to keep waiting on that one. Bruce says, I was looking at it gapping below or above the entire candle. You can also do that. Yep. That is rule number 1, but there are 2 other conditions. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Now, I mean, are we going to get a trade on it? I don't know, right? I'm saying we're allowed to. We're certainly allowed to, but I don't know if if we're going to have a trade opportunity. So right now I am waiting. We got to get a bear candle closing above the 10 EMA on both time frames, or a bull candle closing below it on both time frames. Otherwise, it is wait station. Tesla doing its thing. So Matt, what kind of opening range breakout are you doing on Tesla? Are you doing the reverse or the normal? And how do you know which one? How do you know which one to pick? I think yesterday the opening range breakout worked. Robert shorted GE on a scalp. Good job, dude. That was easy. I love how they priced it higher for us to make it easier to make money as it goes down. So good job for you, Robert. Realizing that GE is an awful company and you can make money on the downside. I think that's a brilliant thing to do. I'm telling you, team, day trading, liquid asset trading is one of the best skills that you can ever have. Type a 5 into the chat pane if you want me to tell you the 5 best skills for you to create exponential income in your life. If you want more income in your life, these are 5 things that if you learn more about, study more about, practice, grow, amplify your skills, you will make more money. There's just no question. In my opinion, there's 0 question. Number 1, sales. Number 2, software. Number 3, liquid asset trading, AKA stocks, crypto, day trading, right? Being able to do that is number 3. Number 2, number 3, day trading. Okay. Number 4, real estate, right? And number 5, public speaking. That's it. Those are the 5. Brody says mail stripping is number 6. Of course. Duh. Oh man, that's number 6. All right, but there you go. There's your 5. You get really good at one of those. You get really good at all of them. You'll be a millionaire. You get, the more of those you get good at, the more money you'll make. It's just the way it works. All right. So here's what's interesting about Apple. Apple did close below the 10 EMA right there on both time frames. This purple line again is the 100 on the daily is at 158.08. Let me just put that where it is, 158.08. So what's really intriguing about Apple is this is one of my least favorite stocks to short. I usually only look for Apples to go long. However, what I would consider doing, all right, so again, we have it on the, I'm going to move this over here a little bit. What I could consider doing is if it broke down, I could short the retest. It would need to close below this level though. Close below that level. All right, so AMD, Apple, Tesla with a 3-minute breakout. So again, if it takes out the high, here's the high of the day of yesterday. That would be a bullish signal. We are able to trade it after the first 20 minutes. Delta broke yesterday's high. All right, so we can trade Delta, and market's been open 7 minutes, so in 13 minutes we can start trading Delta. So again, looks like we're gapping down and we're holding and we're bouncing a little bit, which is good. I think that's a good sign. We would probably want that to happen, I would imagine. All right. Sell my puts for a profit. Close that. Sorry. Add to a call or two down here. Kyle says, I miss you. What's up, dude? Glad you're here, bro. Okay. I'm closing a put for a profit. I can always get back in it. I bought that again right up here. Literally the close of yesterday, I bought some puts and I just sold those puts for a small profit. Keep a close eye on the market and to see how it holds. If we take out these lows and retest these lows, I can get back in some puts, right? I can always day trade them. But again, I do think that this overall bullish candle is going to hold for most likely a few days, hopefully, as we trade up and we rest. And then I do think that we can get absolutely some more selling for sure. Okay. Real Life Trading UK says, I expect indecision daily candle today with Fed on tap tomorrow. True. Tony says, are you saying on AMD has broken a higher low? So Tony, read rule number 3 on your PDF and get back to me. Read rule number 3 under conditions. Let me know if that explains it more thoroughly. All right. Tesla hasn't taken out the high or low yet. So we'll see what it does. Roblox, inside candle, Nvidia, inside candle. Again, we're going to get some, I agree with Real Life Trading UK. We're going to get some indecision for sure. If we take out the open of today, for sure, I'm going to have to get into some bear trades if we take out that low. Wow. The 350Q puts have 170,000 open interest. Wow. That is crazy town. 170,000. All right. Expiration March is the one I'm looking at. March expiration. All right. Tony says rule 3. Got it. Nice, dude. Yep. So AMD took out the open of yesterday. So we are able to trade it in the first 20 minutes. If we get a signal, right? We haven't gotten a great signal yet on AMD. So Apple absolutely could happen right here. We need a close. And if we get a close, we are able to get in on a retest. Apple is my least favorite stock to short because it's Apple. So I will be quick with it, but let's see if it closes below here. It needs to close below this purple line on a 3-minute chart. It has 15 more seconds. If it closes below, I'm going to try to short it up here at 158 with a stop up here. This will be my attempted entry. Needs to close below. It did. All right. 158.41 by 159.81. It's going to be a bear setup on Apple. Probably doesn't work, but it does meet the criteria. So I kind of have to trade it. New personal day trade on Apple. And I don't have any position on Apple. I don't have any shares in, so I can day trade shares on this one. All right, 3 minutes, 158.41. All right, stop loss 159.81. So it's about a little bit more than $1 stop. We're going for 1.2 Rs, but if we don't get it, I understand. I'm really going to target, fortunately / unfortunately, is probably going to be right about here. So this is 157.23, which is right about almost an R, right around the low of the day. That order is set up in my broker. And let me go put it in the worksheet. Put it right here for right now. Okay, so again, just to kind of reiterate, so Stafford, this is not only a back trade, this is an actual real analysis. You asked for a back trade, but this is a real one. So we have a bull high wave candle here on the 3-minute that closed below the 10 on both time frames. We closed below that low, and we closed below the 100 on the daily, which is this purple line, 100 SMA. So all I'm doing is shorting a pullback off of the low of this bull candle with a stop above high of day. That's really it. Target 157.23. All right, we'll see if we get there. We might, I don't know. Kristen says, are you on the 3-minute chart? That is correct. 3-minute chart is the time frame that we're trading. You can see the time frames up here on the top left of your screen. 3-minute is the one that we are on and the one that we're using. D says, what put would you suggest? Apple is a very, very liquid stock, so it truly doesn't matter. I mean, we could do 158, 159, whichever one you want, expiring this Friday. You got 155 or 160. So go with 160. D. Go with 160. All right. Nice trigger. Nice immediate entry. I mean, guys, we honestly couldn't get anything better than what that happened right there. We got filled to the penny. 158.41. The high was 158.42. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? No way. No way. No way that works immediately. Stafford says, I got in. Thanks, Jeremy. Andrew Chapman's also in. Yeah, you should be in. Filled on Apple. Mike Teague is in. Chris says, I didn't have enough coffee. Valid excuse. Do 10 push-ups. Get back to me. Maggie says, so you were buying puts on Apple? No, I'm shorting shares. Shorting shares on Apple. All right. So let me just go look at AMD really quick. All right. AMD did break down. Got it. Delta still hanging out. So we are able to trade Delta in 4 minutes. Tesla. We haven't gotten any kind of signal on Tesla yet. Qs just took out the low of the day. So I bought some puts on the Qs right there. Taking out that low, I think, is a pretty relatively weak signal, I think. Okay. Donna says, when you say both time frames, which time frames? So Donna, there's 2 charts on the screen. This is the extended hours. This is the non-extended hours. That's what I'm looking for. The close below both of those time frames, extended, non-extended. That's it. That easy. All right. So again, our target on Apple is 157.23, which is essentially just a pre-market low. That's it. That's all we're going for. We got filled to the penny. And so far, we've missed the entry by about 13 cents. We can't move the stop for 21 minutes. We are able to exit early if we need to. But so far with this trade, I think we kind of have to hold. I don't really specifically see a reason to exit right now. In 21 minutes, we'll probably be able to lower the stop to here. And then 21 minutes after that, we can put the stop there. I think we should be able to hit this target. So I will leave that alone and just kind of let that do its thing. See what we get. Ian says, does this strategy work on the 3-minute? It does work on the 3-minute, but it can work on any time frame. It's fractal. All markets are fractal. They can work on the daily, the weekly, the hourly, 15-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute, 187-minute, 13-minute, 26-minute, 21.9-minute. All markets are always fractal. Robert says, sorry if I missed it, but could you clarify the limit sell instead of a stop limit just because it's Apple? Oh, got it. So this purple line is the 100 simple on the daily. So I wanted to close below there just to kind of show that it was going to be weak, and then I did a limit sell. Yeah. So I just wanted to close below there and then prove to me that it was going to be a little bit weak and then rock and roll. Now, keeping in mind, if we do get back above our entry, which I don't want obviously to happen, but if it happens, whatever. Right? I don't want that to occur, but if that happens, so be it. We are able to exit this early if we need to, but right now I'm just going to throw my limit out there and just let it kind of keep hanging out and doing its thing. AMD is kind of dive bombing, so it's below the 10 EMA on both time frames. Delta is chilling. Tesla, so Tesla, the challenge with Tesla with this setup right here, although it's pretty beautiful, entering here, stop probably there. The challenge is we didn't open above or below anything. We haven't taken out the high or the low. We didn't open below the open, so we have to wait an hour before we trade Tesla. Unless it can take out the high or low of day, which it hasn't done that yet. So got to keep waiting. Relatively strong candle pattern though. So if that candle pattern does get taken out, that would not be the most bullish thing I've ever seen. All right. So again, Apple, this is an inside candle. Delta, still kind of hanging out. Tesla hanging out. Roblox. So again, Roblox we're waiting for. It hasn't taken out the higher low. Didn't gap below anything. Nvidia, same thing. We're kind of waiting on Nvidia. Qs is down 2.5%. So Qs is down, and SPY is just kind of chilling right now. I had a really good trade on SPY yesterday that I was really proud about. I don't know why I was proud about it, but I'll show you guys this trade. It just seemed so clean and simple. All right. So this was, if we're looking at SPY, notice this is the previous high. Type in a 7 if you see that it was retesting this resistance. Okay, beautiful, perfect. So it was trading back up into the resistance. SPY had just gone from 422 to 433. That's a 10-point move, right? Just absolutely bananas. I was like, okay, well, maybe we can retest. We have tons of time left on the day. Let's see if we can retest a little bit. So the next candle that came in, look at this guy. Small bull candle. Would you guys agree? Type in A4 if that is perfect. That's your setup right there. There it is. So my entry was right there. My stop was right here. Next candle, boom. Next candle, another small bull candle. A rest, nice little upper shadow, a tank, and I'm out. 1.2. Bang, just like that. That was it. 1.2 R's, just like that. How sexy. I'm feeling sexy. Yates says, does your daily chart on SPY have a monster fake wick? Let's find out. It does. It does. But obviously it's an incorrect wick. I mean, hopefully they'll fix that, but this 30-minute chart is hella weak right now. This 30-minute chart is super weak on SPY. Well, I got some more of those. I got more Q's puts. I got some more puts, so we'll see what we do from here. We took out those lows. Donna says extended chart, monthly, weekly, daily. Extended chart, monthly. I'm not totally sure of that question, Donna. Leah says, I'm thinking to hop into some SPY 420s. Yeah, get some. So now we have to zoom out to a different time frame, unfortunately, to like help us not see that wick. This is the hourly chart on SPY. So I mean, us taking out all of that buying that quickly is not the greatest sign in the world. Donna says, sorry, I don't understand what is meant by extended chart. Got it. So Donna, what you'll notice right here on the market on TradingView, if you come down here and you click where it says REG, type in a 3 if you can see where it says extended trading hours. I'm looking for Donna. Donna typed in a 3. Beautiful. So the market trades, even though the market closes at 4 p.m., there's still orders that go on after market hours. I'm sure you know that, Donna, right? So the trading that happens pre and post market, like before it's open, before it closed, that still gets counted. So if I click on that, all of this trading data happened while the market was closed. All those buy and sell orders. So it shows those orders and it kind of allows you to kind of see everything that occurred when the market was closed. So that's extended hours. That's what that means. It just factors in all the other data that was occurring before and after market. Yep. SB says, how about Microsoft? 200 shares, hold or sell? I need a little bit more information, SB. A little bit more info if you can for me. Are you long? Are you short? Where'd you buy them? Earnings are today. Keep that in mind. So if you're short, hold. If you're long, exit. Again, still don't, you said hold or sell. I still don't know if you're short or long. No clue. So yeah, if you're short, hold. If you're long, exit. All right, Apple. You pesky kitten. You pesky kitten. Come on, Leah, make your Apple go down, please. All right, so far we've missed the target by 4 pennies on Apple. Wendy says, new to day trading here. No, you're not, Wendy, but thanks for being nice. How can I open a separate portfolio for day trading? Don't want to touch my long-term portfolio. That's easy. Call your broker or fill out an online form and just create a different one. That's it. So you can either call them, fill out an online form, however you want to interact with them. You can open up a different broker if you want. So if you're using Schwab, for example, just get one at TD, Interactive Brokers. More ways to do it than you would imagine. Yep. So if you're in TD, just open up a new one at TD. Have an entirely separate account. Or, yeah, just choose a different broker, like Interactive Brokers or something like that. All right, team. So again, just as a reminder, Apple did miss us by 4 pennies, which is lame. Apple is one of the strongest stocks on the market. I think we could all agree. All right, it's Apple. So I generally don't hold the shorts for a very long period of time. This purple line's the 100 SMA on the daily. All right, so I drew that line based on the daily chart. So I'm okay with it retesting that right? We retested it once. I'm okay with it retesting twice. But we are able to exit for a small profit if I see reason to do so. Right now, I'm just going to do my best to keep holding. Missed the target by 4 pennies. So we'll see if it rests. We've been in the trade so far. How long have we been in this trade? 42. Almost 20 minutes. Darren says, so did Apple condition fit first 20 minutes for rule number 1? Rule number 3, Darren. Read rule number 3 for me and let me know if that answers your question. I've got a lot of questions on that, so I'm happy to read again. Let's just do it again. So first 20 minutes, right? You can trade the first 20 minutes. Did the stock have a bear candle gapping above open? No. All right. So that's half of the sentence. Let's read the other half. Or bull candle gapping below open. What do you guys think? Bull candle gapping below open. Let's go look at the daily chart. Bull candle, gapped below open, bang. That's it. That is a yes. Any questions on that, ladies and gentlemen? And remember, I did talk about that before market open, right? We started the room 30 minutes before market open, was going through all the charts, letting you know, guys, if they opened below the open, that would qualify to trade in the first 20 minutes. Apple did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got one more candle and we can move the stop loss on Apple. All right. So AMD is chilling, kind of recovering a little bit. Delta. Oh, wow. So this purple line right here on the screen, this purple line is the weekly 100 SMA. Weekly 100. Tesla has a long trigger. Not yet. Tesla did not open or below anything. Hasn't taken out the higher low. So we have to wait an hour on Tesla. Hasn't done anything yet. So if we go to look at the daily chart on Tesla, did not open below the open of yesterday. Did not gap above the high of yesterday. So I have to wait at least an hour on Tesla, or you have to wait for it to take out the high of the day. One of those two. So it looks like the market right now is getting a little bit of a rally of some kind. Apple still slightly weak. We are pennies away from our target. We're going to leave it alone for right now, just to see if it can hit. I think it can, but we can move the stop in 2 minutes. And that will at least make me feel a little bit better about myself. When we move the stop, I might also exit a partial on my shares. Got right around 5,000 shares short. So I'll be able to exit a partial, lower the stop loss, and then see if we hit the target later in the day. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Apple. Let's go. I'm out. I got a little bit of water left. And we're out. Bam. Oh. I do love a win. Bing, bong, boom. Lee is amped. Gotta be excited about something in life. That's it. Target hit on Apple. Nice trade. Slanging, banging. 157.23. Dan says, nice win, broski. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. 158.41. We got filled to the penny, which that never happens. Never happens. 159.81. 159.81. 10 EMA, 158.41 was literally our fill. And we just got out at 157.23. All right, perfect. So about 0.8 Rs. I knew it wasn't a full R, but that was just the low of the day. Clive says, just made next month's enrollment fee. There we go, Clive. Chipping away, baby. Maggie says, I just started your beginner's course. Still don't know much about short selling. Look forward to learn. Just here watching how you guys do it. That's okay, Maggie. But Maggie, how cool is it to know that you can make money as a market goes down? How insane is that? Isn't that wild? So it's like, it doesn't matter. If it goes up, I can make money. If it goes down, I can make money. It's just the weirdest thing. It gives you so much flexibility, so much choice. And it really just allows you to be a boss. To be an absolute boss. All right. Guess I should probably buy one more of those. Okay. So I'm out on Apple. Nice little win. Okay, back over to the rest. AMD is one that you could have traded relatively early. AMD hanging out, doing its thing. Tesla hasn't taken out the higher low of the day or anything yet, so we're still waiting on Tesla. It's gonna be an hour before we trade that one. Which means you gotta wait 25 more minutes. Hasn't gapped, didn't gap appropriately, and did not move above or below anything. Delta still hanging out. Roblox, no trade set up yet. Again, hasn't taken out the higher low. Nvidia, same thing, hasn't taken out the higher low. The Qs still weak. I'm in puts on the Qs, as I mentioned. I did sell some puts here that I bought yesterday, and I rebought them, rebought more when we broke below the low of that candle. So I am in puts on the Qs. Puts I'm buying right now are marked positions. These are March 350s. Is the one I bought when we took out the open of today. March 350. I only bought 3, just FYI. March 350. I'm only in 3. I'm going to slowly be scaling in because I don't think we're going to just be extremely bearish today. Although we could. I'm going to have some. We'll find out. We will see. It's not super strong that we had a huge bull candle like that and we automatically took out the open on the Qs. Like that's pretty weak, guys. Like the main core of buyers are hosed. The main group. This is one of those times where I'm upset that I didn't buy more puts at close. Oh man. Wish I bought more puts. I wish I bought more puts. Yeah, let's see about more puts. Robert says the point of control is lower. Feels that way to me. Justin, I think that's a false wick for right now. False wick on the SPY if that's what you're looking at. Yeah. Yes, sirree. All right. Maxar is down a little bit today. Procter and Gamble. So I don't think this is going to trigger. So we can probably cancel out this trade. Just take remove our buying power. Into the swing trade, cancel our PG swing trade. It's already below the stop loss. which really with earnings that quickly, I probably could put that on the list for the afternoon room. I can talk about that. That was a swing trade that we set up yesterday. We certainly have the, I guess, availability, if you will, to short that. If it closes below that hammer, short it at 159.70 or something. That'd be definitely reasonable, I think. And then travelers. So we did get filled on travelers on a dip. So if we get stopped out on that, I will be able to flip on that. I'm just playing that one because that is a 10 EMA play right here. Bear candle closing above the 10 on that day. Big bull candle would have triggered. So we're just buying it on a pullback. Obviously doesn't mean it's going to work. I would like a few more bear swing trades in my life. Procter & Gamble cancel. This is active. 165.24. Darren says, I played Apple with puts, just got out for 0.65 Rs. Thanks, Jeremy. Oh, man, congrats, dude. No need to thank me, my friend. You are the one that played it. Well done. I mean, 0.65 Rs is nice. Julio says, Jeremy, what expiration date did you use in the puts that you bought yesterday and closed today? I bought March expiration. Obviously could have bought shorter term, but I didn't think we are going to gap down immediately. But yeah, right now, all the puts I'm playing are going to be March options. Want to give me some time on these. I actually do think today's candle makes a little bit of sense. I mean, this type of movement, really, if you think about it, it makes a lot because we were down all the way down here yesterday. So we can easily get some buying today. That's very, very possible later in the day. So I'm quite excited about some reversal plays like we had yesterday. I'm really excited about some reversal signals. So we're just going to wait it out. Rivian. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so stupid. Sold my puts on Rivian over here for a profit. Oh man. Disney's just getting reamed. Scott says, how did you come to choose the 350 strike choice on the Q puts? No real decision, man. I mean, when I bought him yesterday, they were just right at the money. That's pretty much it, bro. So, all right, this is the Qs. This is yesterday. 350 was right here. I mean, it's pretty much right where it closed. And March is just the next month. I didn't want to buy February because that's not tons of time. So I just bought a little bit more time. I wish I was cooler, man. There's nothing really special to my game. I'm just same stuff I've been doing forever. Yeah, man. Huge move, right? From, I mean, that's a 20-point swing on the Q. So at the top, I just, just bought at the money puts that expire March. Greg says, when do you turn off the extended time frame, or do you use it all day? You can definitely turn off like midday if you want, because at that point the moving averages have all caught up and it's pretty much the same. Yeah, usually midday. When the numbers are the exact same, Greg, you can turn it off. Is the answer to that question. Cannot believe I exited Rivian. Oh my goodness. Baba, nothing happening there. Zoom, poor Zoom's at 145. Crocs. I mean, this stuff is just getting murdered out here. Good exit on Apple. I feel like that was a nice trade. Can we take it again? We can. We have the ability to get back in, but we'd have to lose less than we made earlier today. Because that's in the rule book. That's in the rule book. Never go realize green to red on the day. If you do this, you're a moron. Would you like to know if you are a noob? This is how you know you're a noob. You went realize green to red. You're a moron. You're this is me singing to myself. Yeah. It's just the dumbest thing that you can possibly do. That's all. Because that's your fault. But the good news is at least you can know when it's your fault. Right? It's like when you guys, all my parents out there, when you're looking at your son, you're like, or daughter, and come on, guys. Obviously your fault. Oh, when it's yours? Oh, man. Rob says, I was up 3 Rs and I lost 3 Rs trying to get the fourth. Hey, man. All right, here's honest corner. Ready? Type in a 7 if you've done that before. Where's my flipping 7? There's all my 7s. Dog, that's why it's in the rule book. You know? That's why it's there, because I'm so stupid. I did that a million times until I figured it out. I was like, all right, well, let me just not do that again. Let me stop doing that. So anyway, to answer your question, yeah, that's why it's there. You're absolutely right. Feels dumb. It's not fun. We've all done it. Now, if you do it again, that's a choice, right? That's a choice that losers make. So it's up to you if you make it again, because you get to decide, am I going to be disciplined or am I not going to be disciplined? So for example, for me, I won 0.86 Rs on Apple. 0.86. So not a full R because it's Apple. We had to exit right around the low of the day. So 0.86. So if I take another trade, I'm going to have a very wide stop so I can move my stop to make sure I lose less than 0.86. And I think it's going to be a long trade too. Yeah, the trade I take, I believe it's going to be a long. Well, so we'll see, of course. We will see. All right. We still have 15 minutes to go on most. Yep. So Apple, AMD, and Delta are the only ones that can trade. Apple and AMD because they open below their open, and Delta because it took out the previous high. Look at how Delta is respecting its 100 on the monthly. Isn't that crazy bananas? Wow. That's wild. Class is going off to spin my newfound profits. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, man. Take care. Love you, bro. Uh-oh, there he is. The GOAT, John Higgins. You're looking for some strength out there, and he's absolutely right. So American Express gapped up on earnings. And you are battling the 100 and the 200 right now, which is fine, but it does have some relative strength. Yep, John's absolutely correct. This is one of the few green stocks that are out there. So looking at this overall, probably you would plan for something like this, trade up a little bit higher, trade back down. It'll chop around a little bit, but it does have some strength. You're absolutely right, John. Thanks for bringing it up to our perspective. Robert says, I'm in an AXP long, not looking for a huge win, though. Got it. All right. So Falco's in it. And you guys know why Falco's in this trade bullish? I'll give you an answer. Because he has a skill of liquid asset trading. You can look at the market, feel the pattern, see a setup, get in, make money, get out. That's awesome. Right? How long did it take you to develop that skill, Robert? A month, right? You worked for 1 month and you're like, oh, I can make money now. You signed up for RLT. You did 1 free week. You signed up for a month membership and boom, you're profitable. I have a very special set of skills. Couple of years. That's right. It takes years, guys. Here's the truth. What does it not take years at to get good at? What doesn't? Can you give me something? Come on. Give me something. Matt says push-ups. I don't know, man. Push-ups can take years to get really good at it. To get like legit, where you're doing what, 100 push-ups in a row. Brody says being a jerk. Yes. So a lot of the negative things, it's easy. Negative is easy. Positive is hard. Always remember that. If you want to be mean, if you want to be an a-hole, if you want to be a jerk, if you want to be a loser, if you want to be bored, if you want to be poor, if you want to be broke, negative is easy. Positive is hard. Right? Everything we do in life is just, it's easier not to be successful. Success breeds content. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in with everyone else. That's it. That's the key. All right, AMD. This is a bear candle that technically closed above the 10. Let me see if it's on both time frames. Nope, it's not on both time frames. So this one's going to save us for right now. You guys see the difference, Donna? It's close, but it didn't close on both time frames. Corby. All you have to do, Corby, is click on this axis over here, select labels, and select indicator last value label. That's it. Labels, indicator value, last label. Bang. Javier, how's it going, dude? How are you, brother? How's your wife? How's the girls? How's Miami treating you? Hope you're doing great, man. I miss you, dude. When are you going to come up to Nashville again? So this indicator helped us today, right? It closed above on the extended hours, but not the non-extended. So we're going to keep waiting. IWM in general just looks a smidge on the weak side, on the daily chart, right? On the big perspective. But for a day trade, I think it does meet the criteria, or it's trying to. This is the 3-minute chart. So Javier, you're absolutely correct. If this candle can close above the 10 EMA in the next 10 seconds, then it would qualify. Otherwise, you got to keep waiting. Joe says, can you tell me what time frame is on the right side? They're both 3-minute. They're both the 3-minute chart. That's why the candles are identical. Wow. Yeah, guys, you're doing amazing. This is fantastic. This is a lot of fun. Okay. Delta. All right. So Delta, we do have a bear candle closing above the 10 EMA on both time frames. What's ironic, you see this green line here? This green line, ironically enough, is also marking this really good pre-market resistance. So I kind of dig that. If I do a trade on Delta today, I got to enter here and I got to put my stop way the heck down here. So I got to lose less than 0.8 Rs today. Next trade. Time is at 9:30. Let me let Delta do this, since this is out of resistance. And you guys are absolutely right, Liam. It is setting up the strategy quite perfectly. Let me let it break out, retest, and get in, kind of same thing that Apple did, just since there was so much resistance there. Sweet, man. All right, gonna keep an eye on that. Stafford says, I've been order waiting for Tesla long. So Tesla hasn't broken out the high or low of the day yet. So you still have to wait an hour. So you got 7 more minutes before Tesla's eligible to be traded. Doesn't meet any of the other conditions. All right. So Nvidia, we're still waiting. Qs is just kind of chilling down here for a second. I am waiting for a potential bull reversal later in the day. We don't have to get it, but it's likely to me that we will get one. Again, we don't have to, but keep in mind, we are down 2.6%, which is a megaton. That is a lot. And we can go lower, right? We had a huge reversal yesterday. We can definitely go lower. I'm keeping an eye on it. I don't know if we will, but we will find out. We'll see. Let's go look at SPY. SPY is just kind of hanging out as well. Now, again, this is a 3-minute chart. Both of these moving averages are almost the same number at this point, but not quite. This candle closes bearish. SPY would be eligible for a setup, I believe. Nope. No, it not. It did not open below the open. So you still have to wait an hour, which is, again, 6 more minutes. So in 6 more minutes, we can trade whatever we want with the appropriate setup. Apple, I'm certainly keeping an eye on Apple. Again, this purple line's the 100 on the daily. So if it breaks above that, fantastic. What time is the Fed stuff? Is that today or tomorrow? Nice, Linderman. Isn't that tomorrow? Okay, it is tomorrow. Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Hunter says, sorry, I'm new to this, but you're looking for Delta to go bullish from here. It's already made a lower low on a low time frame. Yeah. So the thing is, right, Hunter, the strategy is extremely simple. We're just waiting for a bear candle to close above the moving average. There's the bear candle right there. So if it breaks above there, you could go long. That's it. It's out of resistance. So you are buying high. That's why I want it to break above, close above, and then we'll buy a retest. We don't have to do this trade, but I'm just going to let it see what it does because, you know, the criteria fits. Instead of maybe buying here, if I could try to maybe buy a little bit lower, and that way I could lower my stop even more and give me less of a chance of losing. Apple recovering a little bit. Again, I'm still looking for some longs. I do think long trades do make sense right around now. Doesn't have to happen, of course. It's just what I'm keeping an eye out for. Good exit on Apple. Wow. I mean, we pretty much banged out the lows. The absolute low that on Apple is 157.02. Look at that. Now, type in a 9 if you would have gone short there a few months ago. You would have gone short right there. If I saved you from doing that. Okay, well, we got some 9. So there we go. It was worth it. We're learning something. That's all that matters. That's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Great lesson to learn, especially for zero cost. All right, Delta did close above that resistance. Okay. We did get a close above there. So let's see if we can get in on a pullback, essentially. 37.88 by 37.24 on Delta. New personal personal day trade on Delta. Remember, my goal on this one is I have to lose less than 0.86 Rs. Where am I at? Where am I trying to go? Okay, I'm in the right place. Initial day trades. Okay. Go set that bad boy up. Delta. Looking at a limit buy of 37.88. And again, this one might not fill. It doesn't have to. If it does, great. If it doesn't, great, I guess. Right. No specific big issue there. Delta is almost always a whole heap ton of shares. That's true. 37.24. All right. Order is set up in my broker and we'll see what happens. If we get filled, great. If we don't get filled, no big deal. I don't mind missing that trade, but I think we could retest, especially with a breakout of the high. All right. Tesla is coming into the hour mark. So we're going to be able to trade anything that we want. If we want to. We can trade essentially anything that we get filled on. We want to get filled now, we can. We're allowed to. That's kind of what I'm saying. Nice little pop here on the Qs. As far as puts are concerned, I will buy more puts when we get back up here. Right. Again, as I mentioned, guys, I'm doing small amounts. I'm just tiptoeing in because we're getting tons of volatility. So I am buying low, selling high on calls, and I am buying high and selling low on puts. Repeat that process over and over for the next few weeks, and you should do quite well. Or again, you don't have to do options. You could just do shares, right? You don't have to be buying calls and buying puts. You can just be shorting shares and buying shares. But Robert says, are you telling me that you're buying low and selling high? Shh. Meta says, can you buy a call on Delta instead of shares if you have a small account? Sure, you can do whatever you want. You can do anything you want in life, my friends. All comes down to risk. Know the risk, be able to calculate it. Right. Again, we are able to trade anything at this point. All setups are able to trade after an hour. The challenge right now is just going to be risk. Right. Because we made 0.86. So we have to lose less than that on whatever trade you take. Apple has not closed yet, but if it closes with a bear candle, that would be a setup that you could take. So we'll see if it can close here in essentially 2 minutes. All right. Delta. So we got that set up to get on a pullback. AMD, Tesla, kind of chilling. So really everything is about to get that bear candle. So as you can probably guess, you're not going to be able to trade everything if you're going to set it the trade up. So you probably will have to slightly pick and choose which one you do it on, if you do it at all. But relatively every single thing that we are setting up is putting in that particular candle. $60, $61. Okay. Rob says TOS keeps rejecting my OCO on Delta, says bad stop. No clue what the problem is. Not sure, man. Just check it out. Check the order 2 or 3 times. Maybe you're doing a stop limit rather than a limit buy. So again, the challenge right now, team, is going to be pretty much everything. All the stocks setting up right now are going to have this bear candle on a 3-minute, right? Almost all of them. So if you're trading something, everything other than Roblox is still quite weak. We are able to trade Roblox. We'd probably, if I was trading Roblox, I'd have to short it on a pullback. So let's give Roblox some time or keep waiting. But yeah, everything has that bear candle, essentially. So again, for me, what I'm doing right now is we have Delta set up to get in on a pullback. I'll leave it open for, I don't know, probably 15 more minutes, something like that. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, no big deal. Let's go look at Square. Dean, the chancellor, says, been waiting patiently for Square to break the high of yesterday. I know, dude. What volume yesterday, huh? Really, really intriguing. Super interesting to watch this guy, for sure. Just bought one more share today of Square in a long-term account, though. Okay. Brody, yep, I answered that question about 10 minutes ago. Brody says, is there a point where you stop looking at the extended hours chart? And the answer is yes. When the 2 moving averages become the exact same price, then I just turn it off at that point. Yep. Ron says, you don't set the target on Delta? Of course, but you should already know the target. It's real easy. Look to exit a new high, new low around 1.2 to 1.4 Rs. So I set my target right now at 1.2 Rs. That's it. Easy. Now, is that going to happen on Delta? Probably not. And again, are we going to get filled? Most likely not. I'll leave it open for a little bit longer. 1.2 Rs is right around here. 38.89. Again, I don't think we're going to hit that. I don't really think we're going to get filled on this trade. I'm okay to wait for another 10, 15 minutes. If you did take the breakout of this bear candle, right, you are following the strategy like a robot. Beautiful. The only reason I was waiting is because we already have one win, but it was a small win. It wasn't like that small, but it was a little bit small. It was still a very good setup, but I didn't want to get in here with a stop loss right there because it would have, and it could have wicked me out. I just want to give a little bit more insight on such a choppy event and a choppy market. So just going to be a little bit patient on Delta, but I already have the target at 1.2 Rs. We're going to see if we can get a pullback and kind of go from there. So as of right now, I am switching off from the extended hours because now the extended hours are going to, the moving averages are going to be pretty much the exact same. Right, so you can see on Delta, 37.99, 37.99, moving average is the same. 158.27, 158.27, same. AMD, same. Qs, same. So as of right now, you can switch off extended hours if you want to because the moving averages are the exact same. And we'll see what we get. Got a little bit of a potential trap right there, a little bit of an upper shadow. Delta's hanging out. Apple's hanging out. You know, just talking about that. So let's come over here. Turn this off. All right. All moving averages are the same as of right now. Roblox still super weak. We could easily short it. We just don't have a great setup right now because we didn't get anything until the first hour, and the first hour ended right there. So we're able to trade it. We just don't have anything at this exact precise moment in time. Slightly, unfortunately, I guess. Austin says, how come you look for the bear candle to close above on both extended and non-extended? Just want to pick a strategy, Austin, that everyone could visually identify quickly, easily, simply, with speed, with haste, and conviction. That's it. All right. Any other questions did you guys have? Anything else you're looking at? Anything you're reviewing? Tesla, AMD, Apple. We can keep an eye on Apple. I mean, we traded it once. We could trade again. Francis says coin looks a little strong. Kind of. It does look identical to everything else, at least for right now. I'm not saying it's not stronger. I'm just saying it does look exactly like essentially every other stock on Earth presently. The vast majority. Delta is the strong one, man. Look at Delta. Delta just made a new high. So again, we'll leave this open. This is our official trade. We'll leave this open for the next few minutes. Nvidia did get a bear candle closing above the 10. So if you're trading Nvidia, you can be getting in around here. Stop loss below this candle right there. Here's the Qs. The Qs down 2.3%. We will see if this is like how choppy today is, essentially. We're going to find out. Scott says, Jeremy, will these videos be posted? Absolutely. In fact, if you pop over to our YouTube channel, you'll notice that all the videos from yesterday are already posted. So let's go to Real Life Trading and our YouTube channel. Bang. Here's the swing trading room. And here's the free week, both right here. So they're already there. They were also emailed to you as well, Scott. So they should be in your email inbox and on YouTube. So yeah, brother, you can definitely check them out. And I will be doing the exact same thing for today as well. Donna says, can you set up alerts on this strategy? Of course, TradingView has alert capabilities. So all you have to do is right click the chart and click add alert. Boom. Easy and flawless. That is simple. That's it. Great question. All right, we're going to leave Delta open for just a little bit, but again, my over cautiousness cost me a little bit on this trade so far, which is okay. Stafford says, can you show how that would work? Alert above the 10 EMA. Okay, so let's just go back in time. Stafford, here's your bear candle. Type of 1. Stafford, if you would agree, this is a bear candle closing above the 10 EMA on the 3-minute chart. Cool. So if you, for some reason, you want to alert, you just right click the chart and click add alert. Oh, you can't do it in replay mode. That's right. Okay. Well, so you just right click add alert. This pops up and then you just select crossing up and then put the value. That's it, my man. That's it. Real easy. Which I love. I like easy, man. I need easy in my life. Does that mean the trade's going to work? No, it doesn't mean the trade's going to work. It just simply means that the stock would have broken above the 10 EMA, the bear candle. So absolutely. Javier said SPY had a bear candle close above the 10 a few minutes ago. Yep, right here. So Javier, if you were going to be playing that SPY, entry would be here. Stop loss would be right there. And that would be your setup, just like that. Boom, bang. Here you go, man. Have fun. Qs. Again, we'll see if they can bounce. Nvidia, chopping around a little bit. Again, if you're in Nvidia, we took a trade on this one, very similar trade the other day. But your stop loss would be below this candle if you're in on Nvidia. For me, I'm just going to leave Delta open to see if it can pull back. Apple's hanging out. Apple's getting a little bit of love here off this moving average, which is nice. Let me come back to this chart really quick just to look at where this 100 is. So it's 158.08. Okay. So if I get in on Apple again, bullish this time, I would certainly need to place my stop below there. Something like this probably. So let's see if Apple can close above this moving average here for a second. Again, the reason I'm being just trepidatious on the bull trades, ladies and gentlemen, is don't forget you still had a massive bear gap down, right? We still had a huge bear gap down on the market. So I'm just being just a little cautious on the bull trades. Scott says, what are your main things to watch for to enter on the pullback as opposed to the line break? Yeah, moving averages, daily resistance, things like that. Donna says, why did you not choose Netflix to use this strategy with? At some point, Donna, you just got to pick a restaurant to eat at. That's kind of my answer. Yeah, that's essentially it. You gotta just pick one. I mean, what if I had Netflix? Someone would say, well, why not Facebook? Why wouldn't you put Facebook on the strategy? And I put Facebook. People are like, well, why not Amazon? I like Amazon. You got to put Amazon. Stafford. Yep. American Express had a nice move. Good job, John Higgins, sorry, and Robert Falco. Well done. This also right here on the 3-minute chart is a bear candle closing above the 10. You could have gotten in right there, stop right there. Trade would have worked, right? I didn't play American Express. I missed it. All good. Not on my list. Should I have added it? Could have. Did I? Nope. Goldman Sachs. So this is one I'm really intrigued on about eventually going higher. I'm extremely interested in Goldman Sachs eventually going up a little bit. All right, Delta, I got to cancel it. I missed Delta. I was just too cautious with that high of day break on that bear day. But John Alonzo got 1.2 Rs. And that's why John Alonzo, ladies and gentlemen, is coming to the BVIs. He's one of the most impactful traders in the world. If anyone here is an absolute legend and wants to increase your legendness, we do have a conference called the Most Impactful Traders in the World Summit, March 6th through the 10th on the British Virgin Islands. We rented out an entire island, 47 acres. We're going to have some of the best people in the world at this location. So if you want to be part of that, let me know. It's going to be absolutely legit. Thomas Wong and his dad were there about the same time last year. So it's gonna be a great place. Matt DeLong's gonna be there. I will cancel this Delta trade. I'm gonna go ahead and so we'll cancel our Delta. I missed Delta, which is fine. I mean, again, guys, we still won on the day. Cancel Delta. I was too scared. Congrats, John Alonzo. Who else played Delta? I'll give you a quick shout out. Steve. Which Steve? Who's your last name, Steve? We got a lot of Steves. Oh, you're not in Slack yet. Oh, man. Maybe you'll join us soon, but I'll just say Steve. Steve, Rachal. Anyone else? And Austin. Austin. Oh, Austin's on Slack either. Okay. Well, good job, team. Super happy. You guys made it. Austin got 2 Rs on it. Beautiful. I love that. Man, look at this. Just absolute rip. Just a rip. And again, team, I'm really not upset about missing that trade. You're going to miss trades all the time. Literally every single day. All of the time. Would have been nice to not have missed that, but I did. So Donna says, interesting day. I appreciate the education. My pleasure. All right. So Apple making a little bit of a pop. AMD is essentially just kind of hanging out. Tesla is really hanging out. That one's super choppy. Roblox is chilling. Nvidia, good job, Leah. So Nvidia had a little bit of a pop as well. Qs and SPY, we'll see if they move higher, but Javier is in the SPY bullish. And the Qs, yeah, we'll just kind of see if we can consolidate here and get a little bit of a grind up. You figure if you could take out this resistance on the Qs, we should get a little bit of some bullish love out there. One would assume. One would assume. Stafford says, I messed up my limit order on Tesla and would have had 1.2 hours, but just got it now. Good. 1.2 hours is great, man. Well done. Congrats. Falco says, we bounced off of yesterday's point of control on the SPY. What time frame? Oh, right there. Yep. Ow, we did. That is immaculate. Look at that buy. Fantastic. Point of control from yesterday. Incredible. So nice. That's obviously where Robert Falco bought because he's Robert Falco. He does two things. He shows up and he wins. Delta's just absolutely smoke showing this thing. I love it. Good job, boys and girls. So Apple had a pop bullish. So if you got a chance to catch that one, congrats. AMD is doing its thing for a little bit. Tesla is doing its thing. It's about to take out the high of the day. Roblox, I don't have any trade for it. My girl Leah's in Nvidia. Good job, Leah. So remember, just go for that 1.2. So if you got in here, stop loss there, your target's probably 230-ish. And just move up those stops every 21 minutes. Qs is down 1.8, but looking for it to also potentially make a new high of the day today. Keith says, thanks, Jan. Crushed my goals for the day. Going to go for a long walk in the snow. What? Dude, congrats, man. Crushing goals? That's pretty impressive. I want to crush some goals. I'm like high-fiving goals. I wouldn't say I'm crushing them. I want some goals to crush. All right, Netflix. Any hope of this going to 400? Yeah. It's going to require the overall market to go bullish. You could get up to 400. I mean, it was at 400 2 days ago. There's always a hope. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yep, there is definitely a hope. Gustavo says, thanks, Jeremy. I'm learning so much. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Type in a 6 if you enjoy this, if you're having fun, if it's valuable to you, if you like hanging out with other traders, other people that believe the way you believe, other people that have this mindset that you have. We do this on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. We don't always win, but we always learn and we always enrich lives. That is our mission at Real Life Trading. This is just to be the best, the most immaculate, the greatest versions of ourselves every single day. That's all we can hope for. That's all we want. Slow, steady, constant, never-ending improvement. Fade says 5 straight green days. Very small wins today, but I will take it. Hey, great job, man. Member 19034 says, I made money both long and short on Apple. It's a good feeling, huh? Very good feeling. Congrats. I love it. All right. So the rest, I mean, again, the market's just, it is going to be a little bit choppy today. I think we can all agree on that. I did cancel Delta. And I'll be passing over the baton here in just a few seconds anyway. Passing the baton. Kim says, hey, Jeremy, after the first hour, do you still need to adhere to the opening conditions? Nope. So after the first hour, you can trade anything. If the setup is there, you want to trade it, you can trade it. Leah says, who are you handing the microphone over to? Let's find out. Let's track it down. Where is the beautiful calendar? Calendar. Live trading, maybe? Calendar. Looks like I'm going to be giving it over to my boy, Tony Pollock. Robert Falco hosting the day trading room. Robert at 10 a.m. And then Yates will be doing the beginner's room at 11. All right. It's your favorite person on earth, Leah. Dr. Falconium. Yeah. Woo. All right. Now it's a party. Scott says, thanks, Jeremy. Got to run. All right, man. Have fun. Enjoy. Congratulations that you get to go to work. Love that. Ian says, thanks for your time. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Absolutely. Super welcome. Austin says, any recommendations on offshore brokers to avoid pattern day trading rules, accepts U.S. clients and margins? I mean, off the top of my head. Yeah, most of them are either fraudulent or not great. Hunter says, Jeremy, should anything be considered on GE? Still totally bearish. Yeah, man. I mean, I would short a pullback on GE on a swing trade time frame. If it got back up to 94, 72, that's where I would short it. You do have some support here around 84, so just kind of keep that in mind. There's going to be a little bit of support resistance right around there. That's the long-term averages. Yep. On a day trade, says Hunter, just wait for a bull candle closing below the 10 EMA, and you'll have your setup. How easy is that? Just wait for the strategy. Bull candle closing below the 10 on the 3-minute. When that happens, short below it, stop above it. Bang. It's so simple to make money. It's real easy to get rich. Javier says, can you show me SPY so I can take a picture of the screen on the entry? Javier, I'll just send you the link that I sent you last time when you asked for it, if I can find it. Because you asked me about setting up the trade, and I just kind of sent it to you. Let's see if I can track that down. Now, there's been too many chats since then. Nope, found it. I think. Click on this. Nope, it's not it. All right. Let me see if I still have that. Okay, here is the link. Here's the chart that I sent to you, Javier. There you go. Make sure that works. Yep. There you go. So essentially, I mean, at this point, you've been in the trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you wait 3 more minutes and you can increase the stop. Mike says, I snagged a small win, 0.37 Rs, but still a win on Apple. Hit my first target and then moved up my stop to protect the trade. Nice, dude. Hey, that's called wisdom. That's referred to as. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my boy Mike Teague for being wise. I like it, dude. The cues here. possible little double top. It'll be kind of interesting to see what they do. Remember, I did cancel Delta. Someone says AMD could be setting up for a short. It could. Just has to close bullish. Yep, just has to close with a bullish candle. So we'll see if that, but you're absolutely right, man. A little bit of a double top right there could be very pretty. Again, we can still go lower. That wouldn't be that hard. It's a pretty bearish gap out there. Delta worked really well for the bull, and that was probably about it. Everything else worked okay. You would have won small, probably just got trailed out or stopped out. Roblox is just straight up death. SB says Palantir, any hope? Nope, zero hope. Absolute dumpster fire, trash can with kerosene and fire rolling down a hill. Leah says it goes to 0. It probably goes to at least 9 and then maybe lower after that. Yeah. Remember everyone's favorite company on earth, Skills, the greatest technology stock in the world. 75,000 price to sales right here.
Yeah, Kathy's starting to adopt Skills too onto herself.
Oh man, good times. That was fun. That was fun.
I think Jeremy.
All right, Squadron. That's it for me. What a great day. Thank you